Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin this morning's awards ceremony, please check that all mobile phones are switched off. Please check you are seated in your allocated seat. This will ensure that the ceremony runs smoothly and on time, and that graduating students can process in the correct order. It is also important that you remain in your seats until the end of the ceremony. Graduates, when it is time to be presented, ushers will guide you to the right-hand side of the stage. Please remember to bring your yellow card with you. The name on the card is the name that will be read by the university orator. You will then walk across the platform, shake hands with the Chancellor or Pro-Chancellor, proceed off the platform to the left-hand side, walking back to your original seat by the furthest aisle. At the end of the ceremony, guests and graduates should remain in their seats until the procession has left the hall. There will be a reception after the ceremony to which all graduates and guests are invited on the upper levels of the auditorium. At the beginning of the ceremony, may I remind you to please rise for the entry of the procession. Thank you.
The end? Actually, it's just the start. The start of you changing the world. Or maybe just shaping it. Go ahead, make it a better place to live in. You know, a job doesn't have to be just a job. It's the start of you taking the chances you always wanted. Or taking the opportunities you always knew you could. It's the start of a new chapter. Your own journey. Wherever it takes you. It starts here. And we're with you all the way.
Be seated. Good morning. I would like to introduce myself. I am Professor David Mba, Dean of the School of Engineering at London South Bank University. I will be officiating at today's ceremony. I am delighted to welcome the families and friends of our graduating students. You are honored guests, and I thank you for attending today's ceremony recognizing the achievements of our graduates. The graduates at today's event come from a broad range of courses within the School of Engineering and the divisions of Computer Science and Informatics, Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Mechanical Engineering and Design, and Chemical and Petroleum Engineering. A school whose reputation is constantly growing. Welcome to you all. Pro-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, honored guests and graduates, I'm delighted to declare this ceremony open. I would now like to call upon Professor Pat Bailey, Deputy Vice-Chancellor of London South Bank University, to address our graduating students and guests.
Honorary and distinguished guests, graduands, colleagues, friends and family. I joined London South Bank University a couple of years ago, and today demonstrates the things that attracted me then and make the university stand out now. A high-quality campus in a vibrant city location, strong reputation for applied research and entrepreneurship, a great community spirit, committed and enthusiastic staff, and most of all, inspirational students. Looking at you all today, our ex-students, doesn't that sound a bit special to you now, our ex-students? You really are an inspiration, and it's a tremendous honour to welcome you all to this School of Engineering graduation ceremony, the culmination of years of hard work and dedication by each and every one of you. Those graduating today have a special title that you can only hold once you've earned your degree, but it hasn't yet been conferred. Just for a few more minutes, you will be graduands. Now, universities have a charter that's granted by the Privy Council and strict quality controls to ensure that the qualifications we confer meet the expected high standards. And that is why we have the formalities today and why the colleagues that you can see on this stage are wearing their gowns. And I'd really appreciate it if all of you graduands could confirm to your family and friends that the staff have always been immaculately dressed like this when they've been teaching you. You should be, rightly, very proud of your achievements, but today is both a formality and also a celebration. So for everyone here, we hope that you really enjoy this day. As a university, we take pride in our teaching staff's dedication to ensuring that our students have access to first-class learning experiences. Our courses have been designed to meet the needs of employers and underpinned by relevant professional accreditation. We work closely with professional bodies, industry groups, and our own alumni to ensure that we focus on the employability skills and attributes that you, our soon-to-be graduates, need. The School of Engineering has seen many successes during the past year, and whilst I can't cover them all, I would like to take this opportunity to mention just a few. This year, for the first time, the school competed in the Shell Eco Marathon Student Competition 2016. The team of talented LSBU students behind Hydro Machina worked together to design, build, and manufacture their super-efficient eco car in-house, successfully completing the scrutineering element of this demanding competition. Through this opportunity, our students not only gained real-world experience as part of a highly regarded, fun, and unique project, but have left a lasting legacy for future students at LSBU. This year, we also saw 4 students from the Chemical and Process Engineering Division win the first ever People's Prize Award at the 5th Annual Engineers Without Borders Challenge, a really remarkable achievement. The team rose to the challenge by designing a creative and innovative solution to a real-world community development problem by designing the BAMDRAW filter, which is an economically viable, easy to maintain and affordable water filter system which has been designed to tackle the problem of water filtration and sanitation in the community of Bambui in the Cameroon. Their winning design is testament to our students' dedication, hard work, compassion, and understanding of the needs of the people in Bambui. The Engineering Without Borders Challenge also encourages students to learn more about design and helps them to further develop teamwork and communication skills, which I hope will serve them well in the future. These awards and achievements reflect the progress we've made as an engineering school and as a university. The school has also secured major investment from the Welding Institute for the development of 2 innovation centres in robotics and material coatings, and has won several major research grants, one worth several £1 million. The school has also seen the introduction of a brand new computer science programme, tying in the school's commitment to providing students with a more diverse curriculum. Speaking of diversity, there has been a lot of work in this area to increase accessibility to engineering employment and opportunities for women and black minority ethnic groups. Now, currently, only 6% of professional engineers in the UK are BME. This is surprising, as research suggests that by including women and BME in the workforce, unsurprisingly, the overall financial performance of an organisation can be hugely enhanced. Dr. Safia Baraksai, a former refugee from Afghanistan, is a senior lecturer in the Division of Computer Science and Informatics at the school. Where's Sophia? There you go. Wave an arm. Sophia has been working with organisations such as the Association for BME Engineers and the Institute of Civil Engineers to organise a number of events at the university to support LSBU's ethos of widening participation and giving educational opportunities to those who have faced adversity. And I really applaud her and all those who have invested their time and dedication in this area. Social inclusivity and social mobility is at the heart of what we do. LSBU is committed to ensuring that all of our students have the access to the opportunities and the support that they need to become what they want to be. LSBU will be celebrating its 125th anniversary as an institute next year, having been originally set up from public donations from the community. I'm not sure that all of you will have known that. So I just want to remind you of LSBU's continuing commitment to social inclusion, and that, as a charitable body, we continually invest in the campus for future generations too. When you come back, as I hope all of you will as graduates, and visit us over the years, you will see major new developments, but also a remaining commitment to real-world relevance and a positive impact on society. So today is a time for celebration, but it is also a time for reflection as you look back at what you've achieved and of the friends that you've made during your time here. Now, what I'd like you to do, you graduands, all of you who are about to graduate, you're not just going to sit here and listen to me the whole of the time. I'd like you all to stand up if you could. So all of those who are about to graduate, can you please stand up? Now, looking at you, I can see you're all incredibly efficient, beautifully dressed and turned out. And I realise that it's very unlikely that you'll have ever struggled to meet a deadline, that you'll have ever had to do an overnighter in order to get a project completed on time, that all of the practical things that are run alongside doing your degree, you won't have suffered any of those where you had to sort out accommodation at the last minute and seek help from friends, or maybe get the occasional loan, or maybe just feel a little bit down and unconvinced that you can make it through to the end and that you needed friends to support you at those times. But just in case there's any of you, amongst all of you who are graduating, for whom any of those things applied, and if you're anything like me, then of course all of those applied, what I'd like you to do is look around in the audience and just spot those who've helped you through your degree, supported you, been nice to you, helped you through the all-nighter, given you a quick loan, helped you move house. Friends around the audience, family. Have a look at them, wave at them. And we recognise, for all of you who've come to support those graduating, how incredibly important that support is. So we, all of us, the families and friends, all of us on the stage here, are going to be applauding all of the new graduates for quite a long time over the next hour or so. But I would like those who are graduating now to give a round of applause to all of those who've supported them from family and friends. Okay, take your seats again. So please remember that our interest in you and our support for you does not end here. For example, our Graduate Entrepreneur Scheme is designed to support those recent LSBU graduates who wish to develop their own business or social enterprise and is available to all of you. You as graduands have been part of a university that is proud of its reputation but is also looking to the future, and you will be key players and will have a big influence on the development and future of planet Earth. So I hope that you will not only see your role as one where your university's subjects are integral to your career, but also a wider responsibility to share your experience and enthusiasm with others, whether the general public, with children, colleagues at work, family and friends, and I hope that LSBU will always hold a special place in your hearts. For those seeking employment rather than setting up their own business, it's pleasing to see that the skills, knowledge and personal development at LSBU that we provide also remain sought after by employers, and we were named as one of the top 20 universities in the UK for graduate starting salaries and were the top London modern university in this respect. Another symbol of our commitment to our students is the fact that we've been named the first UK university to achieve 4 customer service marks awarded by the Institute of Customer Service for our accommodation services, library and learning resources, Student Life Centre and the Academy of Sport, some achieving world-class standards, and we've been named the top London Modern University for learning resources and personal development for the second year running in the National Student Survey. So I hope those are lots of reasons that you are and will continue to be proud of your university. I can't pretend that the world beyond these walls will not present you with challenges, but utilising what you've learned here, applying it in your own unique way and carving a path of your choosing will allow you to overcome any obstacle along the way. So finally, LSBU is only a stepping stone. If we have provided the right educational environment for you, you will have skills that will not only equip you for various professions, but will allow you to work effectively and successfully with colleagues and to learn new skills as you develop your careers. I am delighted to be part of the celebrations today to mark your hard work and ability as graduands and the special status that you now hold. I hope that you will always feel that LSBU was a wonderful part of your life and career development, and that you'll maintain contact with us in the future. So I would like to finish by saying again how proud we are of you, to wish you every success and happiness in the future, and to offer you my personal congratulations to each and every one of you on your achievement that we celebrate today. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Vice-Chancellor. Today, we are awarding an honorary fellow. This award is given by the university and reserved for individuals who have rendered outstanding service to the university, education of the community, and achieved eminence in a field of activity relevant to the work of the university. Honored guests, I would like to call Dr. Sue Black to stand to accept the award of Honorary Fellow. Pro-Chancellor, our honorary graduate this morning is no stranger to London South Bank University, first completing a degree in computer science here and then going on to do a PhD. A technology evangelist, digital skills expert, social entrepreneur, thought leader, writer, and speaker, she has spent the past 20 years working tirelessly to get more women into technology. She is Dr. Sue Black. The belief that technology has the power to change lives is very much borne out by Sue's own experiences. Having left home at 16, she was soon forced to drop out of school. I couldn't pay the rent and study at the same time, she said. She worked as a waitress in the accounts for RCA Records, did a stint with the local council, worked with refugees from Vietnam, and even tried her hand at nursing. She married, but the relationship broke down, and aged 25, she was living in a refuge with no job, no qualifications beyond a handful of O-levels, and with 3 children aged under 3. The pressure was on to build a career and find a way to support her family. Having found a place to live, she enrolled in a university access course at Southwark College. Then she applied to study computer science at LSBU. It was something of a baptism of fire. Most of the other students had come straight from school and had studied in some form or another computer science. She was also juggling childcare. I missed all the lectures that were timetabled after 2 p.m., she recalled. And there were credit cards to keep her head above water. But it was clear she had found the right path. When her supervisor asked her if she would like to do a PhD, she said yes, despite not knowing what a PhD was. I had to go straight to the library and look it up, she recalled. Time spent studying for her doctorate was a very formative period. Teaching helped build Sue's confidence, as did attending conferences and networking events. These events also made Sue aware of the barriers that women faced trying to get into technology. Following a chance meeting with Elsa Sherman, founder of the pioneering US-based online network, WebGirls, she set up BCS Women to provide support and networking opportunities for women working in IT. Sue ran the group, which is still thriving, in her spare time, while pursuing her academic career, first at LSBU, then Westminster, and lately at University College London. Alongside, she has campaigned to save Bletchley Park and more recently set up #TechMoms, which offers free basic training for moms on low incomes and no experience with computers. Sue said, quote, "The whole idea is to upskill moms so they can earn more money and create a better life for themselves and their families. That's pretty much why I got into technology in the first place." Today, Sue is a senior research associate at Lucy Cavendish College, Cambridge, an honorary professor in the Department of Computer Science at University College London. She is the author of the book Saving Bletchley Park and is currently writing a guide to coding for the publisher Penguin. She writes a monthly technology column for The Guardian, played a key role in BBC Three series Girls Can Code, and is in demand both as a commentator and keynote speaker worldwide. She was recently appointed to advise the government on its digital services. She has been named among Europe's top 50 most influential women in technology. She was appointed OBE in the 2016 New Year's Honors list for her services to technology. Yet, despite all this, her personal career highlight remains being fist-bumped by pop star and tech fanatic will.i.am. Now, Pro-Chancellor, I present her to you for the award of Honorary Fellow. Please, may I ask Mr. Jerry Cope, Pro-Chancellor and Chair of the Board of Governors of London South Bank University, to present Dr. Sue Black with her Honorary Fellow.
Dr. Sue Black, on behalf of the Board of Governors of London South Bank University, I'm pleased to elect you as an Honorary Fellow of London South Bank University. Welcome. Thank you.
I'm just going to put my phone over here, because if it's on here, it might start vibrating. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much, David, for that wonderful citation. Yeah, it's true. Meeting will.i.am, I think, was the highlight of my career. He's such a great guy, and I was just saying to David just now that not only did he fist bump me, so he was giving a talk, and I was sat in the front row, and as we got towards the end of the talk, I just thought, maybe if I rush up, I'll be able to get a selfie with will.i.am. And so I ran up at the end and, said, I can't remember what I said exactly, and he fist bumped me. And then I said, I teach coding to mums. So he just gave me a really big hug. And then I said, can we take a selfie? And he said, yeah, sure. So I got a selfie with will.i.am. So that honestly is the proudest moment of my life. Because he's just such a great guy. So thank you very much for inviting me here today. I graduated from South Bank in 1989, so it's quite a long time ago now, and got my PhD in 2001. So it's such an honour to come back and be in front of you here today. When I started, I was ridiculously shy and couldn't stand up in front of an audience. In fact, the first time that we did presentations in my first year of my degree, I think I actually ran out of the room because I was just so scared of standing up in front of people. So it's amazing how just time and just getting on with things can really change the way you see other people and see yourself. So I come from an average family, mum, dad, brother and sister, but unfortunately what happened to me when I was 12 was that my mum died. My dad remarried, probably to the wrong person, and my happy life went from being happy in a functional family to being in a dysfunctional family. So as soon as I was 16, I left home, and when I was 17, I moved away to London on my own from Essex and started a life here on my own. It was a very difficult time for me. As I said, I wasn't a very confident person, and kind of being on my own at age 17 and having to just rely on myself was a very difficult time for me. I got married at 20, had 3 children very quickly, so I had 3 kids by the age of 23. I had my first daughter and then thought, well, I'll have another baby before I go back to work. That turned out to be twins. So by the age of 23, I had 3 small children. And then, unfortunately, my marriage broke down. So at 25, I was on my own. I ended up living in a refuge with my kids for 6 months. Then we got a flat in Brixton. And then I thought to myself, I've got to kind of rebuild our lives, and I've got to provide a great future for my children. So I went along to Southwark College, did a maths course there for a year, and then came to South Bank and spent 4 years here doing my first degree. I had some really great times here, but it was very difficult. As David was saying, especially in the first year, I had to take my kids to school. I didn't get to uni till 10, and then I had to leave at 2 to go and pick them up at 3 o'clock. So it wasn't the easiest thing for me to do. Along with that, most of the people in my class were like 18-year-old guys, so I wasn't a typical student in my class, but actually it was really good fun. I made some really great friends. Straight after my degree, I did a PhD, and again, as David said, when I went into this meeting with my undergraduate supervisor, he suggested that I might be interested in doing a PhD, and I said, I'd love to do a PhD, but I didn't tell him. I had no clue what a PhD was. I just knew it was something good. So after the meeting, I had to go and look it up to find out what a PhD actually was. But anyway, so I started a PhD. It took me 7 years to get a PhD. It's supposed to be 3 to 4 years. But I just kept going relentlessly, even though times were difficult sometimes because my kids were still in primary school. But I just kept going and eventually made it through. When I was doing my PhD, I found that going to conferences, most of the people at conferences were guys and there weren't many women. So I decided to set up an online network for women in computing called BCS Women so that we could all network together online, even if we didn't meet up in person. And that ended up leading me to go up to Bletchley Park, where I started a campaign to save Bletchley Park, the place where the code breakers worked during the Second World War. I started a campaign there because, again, I saw a problem and I wanted to solve it. So I led a campaign for 3 years to raise awareness and funding for Bletchley Park. So I like solving problems, that's what I do. So I'm now an honorary professor at UCL. I've written a book about the campaign to save Bletchley Park, and now I run my social enterprise Tech Mums, where we focus on mums in disadvantaged areas, a bit like I was when I was 25, 26, teaching them technology skills to help them get back into work, to start their own business, to go back into education, and to understand what their kids are doing with social media. So I've now travelled around the world. I've done a lecture tour of Brazil. I've gone from being that person that was petrified, really, really scared to stand in front of a class, to someone who's used to standing on a stage like this, but also going around the world and speaking to people about my life and career and all the things that I've done. So I don't believe that I'm special at all. What I believe is that you just have to keep going. So I think maybe because I had some traumatic family times when I was younger, I don't know quite what it is, but something inside me just keeps going when times are hard. So everyone gets difficult times. Show me a person that's never had a difficult time in their life. But I think that obviously when difficult things happen, it's not easy, but because they happen to all of us, you need to realise that if you just keep going, you'll get to where you want to go. Massive congratulations to all of you on graduating today. There's the old cliched saying, this is the first day of the rest of your life, and it's true. It's a funny feeling when you've been working for 2, 3, 4, 5 years towards a goal, then you suddenly reach that goal. So for the next few months, you might be thinking, what do I do now? Well, I'm sure some of you have already got jobs or other opportunities lined up. But sometimes it's a good chance to reflect on your life and think about what you really want from your life. I never really imagined at all that I'd be where I am today. I just set out in the beginning to sustain my children, to give them a better life. And really, all of the things that I've done, I've just seen problems, tried to solve them, and just kept going till I managed to solve those problems. We only get one life, and I think it's really important. I didn't really think about this too much when I was younger, but the older I get, and I guess I'm old now, right? Because I'm over 25. The older you get, the more you realise that we've only got one life. You have to make the most of your opportunities. You don't want to get to old age and think, oh, I wish I'd done something. You know, you're kind of in your prime at the moment, so get out there and go for all the things that you want and don't get put off by anything. So thank you very much for inviting me here today and for this fellowship. And congratulations and good luck with the rest of your lives. Thank you.
I now call upon the University Orator, Dr. Steve Alty, to announce the names of those who are receiving awards today. I now call upon the University Mace Bearer, Dr. Pedro Diaz, to give each graduate a congratulatory scroll. I now call upon Mr. Jerry Cope, Pro-Chancellor of London South Bank University, to confer the awards on our successful graduates.
Pro-Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the successful graduates from the following awards. Diploma of Higher Education, Mohammed Balal. Awarded the foundation degree in electrotechnical industries from Carshalton College, Anthony Leon Medford. William Rickman. Matthew Stephen Sargent. Thompson Aguirre. Luke Bailey. Awarded apologies for the BTEC H&D in Electrical Electronic Engineering. Paul Bizamakama. George James Carter. Noel Shongo Amana. Titilayo Owede Ologbenla. Curtis Douglas Blake. Gillian Bucock. Paulo Jose Campos Figueroa. Reese Richards. Sam Wheeler. Awarded the Higher National Diploma in Information Technology, Anvard Hurichan. Awarded the Bachelor of Science in Computer-Aided Design, Fatou Barrow. Awarded the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Leandro Miguel Amaro. Awarded the Bachelor of Engineering in Petroleum Engineering, Fatima Hosseini. Awarded the BSc Business Information Technology, Festus Challa. Mohammed Dowla. Dominic Duke. Awarded the Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Intelligence, Tashan Dwayne Bennett. Clive Morrison. Khalil Rahman. Awarded the prize for Best Informatics Top-Up Student, Denise Ritchie. Toyin Basari. Awarded the Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Chemical and Process Engineering, Nazmeem Abbas. Nazar Muhammad Al-Khayat. Ibrahim Khalifa Al-Malki. Hamad Muhammad Al-Mari. Muhammad Rashid Al-Mari. Janina Andrea Alcantara Matos. Richard Baden. Mohsin Hamad Bajash. Samson Okoji. Emmanuel Ogunmodede. Mubarak Olatunde Basari. Mahela Selina Charita. Abdullah Salman Chowdhury. Meena Gayal. Maha Ezat Daga. Mohammed Elmi. Olik Chowdhury. Darshan Kumar Jadvar Hirani. Awarded the Institution of Chemical Engineers and Division Prize for Best Undergraduate Student in B.Eng Chemical and Process Engineering, Mambagay Jagni. Apollonia Kukos Sagaritu. Alankrita Mamgain. Nema Abo Salem. Mohammad Salem Mishab. Bisi Olaniyan. Zahra Qureshi. Munara Turlanova. Awarded the Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer-Aided Design, Simon Black. Mark Falk. Callum Mark Jelly. Juliana Sergeyevna Plant. Awarded the Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Systems and Networks, Jose Francisco Miguel. Felix Gondo. Theodore Vararu. Awarded the Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Systems Management, also awarded the prize of Best Informatics Project, Peter Abiola. Okay. John Femi Adeyinka. B. Yuha Bo. Engo Bakole. Graham Challen. Mohammed Osman Elmi. Samuel Isiguzo. Evelina Ivanova. Conrad Omowumi Johnson. Untalaja Muntu. Wakas Riaz. Arcadius Jacek Sermon. Ismail Mohammed Wadi. Awarded the Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computing, Gerald Akwi. Udiagwu Ezimoa. Daniel Simmons. Arnold Samfo Davies. Awarded the Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Mohammed Qasim Abad. James Eric Adams. David Baker. Marvin Shane Beckford. Aaron Bhatia. Dean Stephen Cooper. Sam Flitter. Mohammed Mahmoudul Hassan. Joseph Kayondo. Billy Mavambu Kalukembiko. Anthony Wayne Fred Huaro. Hassan Al-Masawi. Negus Chambers. Daniel Lasende. Ki U. Kwabena Oke Ofusihene. Kathleen Rosier. Urisha Sampler. Tanath Wasantha Senaraf Bandaraje. Mayat Thura. Robert Wheeler. Awarded the Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Electrical Engineering and Power Electronics, Umbu Nkung Abangage. Zani Aung. Simon Baker. Leonardo Miguel Candido. Awarded the Institution of Engineering and Technology Prize for B.Eng Honours Electrical Electronic Engineering. Also awarded the Edie and Ravenscroft Best Graduating Student 2015-16 for B.Eng Honours Electrical and Electronic Engineering and Power Electronics. Kudalini Yanage Don Gunasakara. Biniam Haler. Eob Walde Kibrom. Enyerovro Obererova. Edgar Fernando Rodriguez Hidalgo. Joseph Braham Everett. Victor Danksa. Joshua Iboje. Matthew Kitaka. Gloria Lowe. Afis Quadri. Adam Gordon Weil. Thank you, Pro-Chancellor, for conferring these awards today. I now call upon Professor Pat Bailey, Deputy Vice-Chancellor of London South Bank University, to continue with the conferment of the awards on our successful graduates. I now call upon my colleague, Mr. Robin Jones, to continue with the graduate announcement this morning. Thank you.
Awarded a Bachelor of Science with honours in Engineering Product Design, Bryn Burbidge. Charles Christopher Conway. Hayley Megan Davis. Cristiano dos Santos Sampio. Awarded the Divisional Prize for Best Undergraduate Student in Design for BSc Engineering Product Design, Michael Kayucha Gathiaka. Alexander Gutteridge. Hassan Ismail Hagar. Payam Jamilapanath. Aaron Jones. Ananda Aruma Manaka. Kaylin Rose Ganaden Newton. Matthew Purdy. Ricardo Martins Real. Diana Chilla Toth. Kwok Khan Trin. Matthias Marek Wegner. Matthew Thomas Wolfenden. Awarded the Bachelor of Science with Honours in Information Technology and awarded the BCS Chartered Institute for Best IT Graduating Students, Mohammed Zahir Abbas. Awarded the Best Project Award for BSc Honours Information Technology, Adiwale Adekuni Ababoaba. Edua Adama. Javed Ahmed. Akinyemi Kayode Ajala. Olinka Olosola Awisoka. Reneel Kabahog. Isha Dafe. Anika Rochelle Dawkins. Dunhill Vayo de Leon. Awarded the BCS, the Chartered Institute for IT Best 5 Graduate Students Award for BSc Honours Information Technology, Christian Velichov Dinchev. Awarded the Best Student Award for BSc Honours Information Technology, Amy Louise Emmanuel. Amanda Emmanuel. Arlond Nino Ramos Gabia. Shana Rochelle Gale. Anderson Gibiwoja. Awarded the Best Project Award for BSc Honours Information Technology and awarded the BCS Chartered Institute for IT Best Graduating Students for Information Technology, Evelina Marinov Georgieva. Charlie Frank Len Horwood. Anab Hussain. Daniela Marina Jorge de Mendoza. Awal Khan. Noella Amani Kiluka. Rita Mahfoz. Tafadzi Gary Muringi Passi. Rahima Numambu. Awarded the Best Project Award for BSc Honours Information Technology, Maya Svetrimova Petronova. Jacob Isaac Anthony Price. Saluja Rai. August Rama. Dara Shah. Mohammed Lukman Shakil. Awarded the Best Project Award for BSc Honours Information Technology, plus the Gareth Pugh Best Student Award, and awarded the BCS Chartered Institute for IT Best Resident Students, Ashawala Asifa Tassimi. Kirsty May Gonzalez Vasquez. Awarded Bachelor of Science with Honours in Information Technology Top-Up, Ashok Gabrami Abouhami. Simon Uriah Campbell. Surwa Karim. Ian Nicholas Lewis. Robert Paul MacDonald. Katho Yaddo. Pans Yaneto Mahata. Valamathi Shanmugathan. Razak Sikdar. Raphael Peter Stewart. Shanice Williamson. Andy Yan. Yunus Zugbi. Awarded a Bachelor of Science with Honours in Information Technology with Placement, Elias Carballo. Awarded a Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Faleh Al-Fadi. Massimiliano Angeli. Awarded the Divisional Prize for Best Part-Time Student in Mechanical Engineering, Daniel Dormer. Soljagal Fallows. Hayley May Francis. Samuel Garcia Andres. James Goddings. Ali Imad Hamoud. Abusami Sami Jukaku. Mikhail Kirov. Jawad Afazal. Dimobenis Mavromatis. Awarded the Divisional Prize for Best Full-Time Undergraduate Student in Mechanical Engineering, Julio Cesar Lott. Caleb Ishanusu Madzukera. Antonio Carlos Mendez Brandua Luero. Abu Hassan Mia. Olayinka Otanuni. Sufyan Ayub Patel. Eduardo Luis Quirin Lopez Severano. Wojciech Strzeminski. Abraham Breckett Tweldy. Richard Jeffrey Sims. Amritpal Singh. Roberto Javier Soraya Almoto. Harry Paul Thurman. Aung Zhao Tun. Kiesara Cletus Uka. Stephen Martin Wellborn. Joshua Wilkinson. Awarded a Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Mechatronics, Elliot Broadhurst. Jamie Graham Haslam. Adrian Elliott. Davi Uliana. Awarded a Bachelor of Science with honours in Mechanical Engineering Design, Libby Ann Alexander. Pedro Miguel Goncalves. Luca Passini. Awarded a Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Petroleum Engineering, Dennis Abu. Kehinde Akinoda. Sarah Humayun Alun. Aljain Jamal Yusuf Al-Taqet. Mamon Ibrahim Ataya. Edson Cadet. Chisum Chijuki Oforji. Anthony Paul Daviega. Mohammed Dashti. Sia Falzadi. Zaid Al-Dori. Hemen Kadir. Sadaf Gita. Elnish Xavier Gracias. Mohammed Hussein Hassan. Olemueo Daniel Jayola. Zen Lu. Obadias Elson Malene. Ibuchukwu Modubelu. Jim Cameron. Frederick Nana Pireku. Antonia Quilanda. Yasal Ahmed Rathor. Abiola Abduladi Salami. Sarko Mohammed Saleh. Sarah Mohammed Sharif. Yusuf Umar Wakili. Hussein Ahmed Zaif. Ahmed Mahmoud Ghanimi. Mohammed Safwat Deeb. Michael Salim. Mustafa Hassan Shami. Awarded a Bachelor of Science with Honours in Product Design, Izzatullah Ahmadi. Nurul Amin. Piers Oliver Max Campbell. Zach Elliott Daniels. Jamie Levi Goodson. Kevin Hantonosis. Kelly Louise Kavanagh. Lubiayi Eugene Namagura. Pooja Parekha. Emma Rachel Price. Alexandra Lee Vera Pullen. Daniel William Taylor. Awarded a Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Telecommunications and Computer Networks, Ede Dogbevi. Liban Ahmed Omar. Pablo de la Cruz Mamendi Momongo. Gilbert Sam. Mathushan Yogaraja. Awarded the Divisional Prize for Best Postgraduate Student in Electrical and Electronics Engineering for MSc Advanced Telecoms and Wireless Engineering, Amadou Ben Jaloa. Dennis Bamoa. Mahreen Riaz. Mingzi Sun. Awarded a Master of Science in Business Intelligence and Social Media, Jude John Agui. Awarded a Master of Science in Computer Systems and Networking, Olusheni Oladapu Frederick Awaji.
School 9, please.
Yeah. Awarded a Master of Engineering Management, Richard Michael Dawes. Andres Arango Carayala. Awarded a Master of Science in IT Management for Business, George Bamidele. Oladapu Adio Solomon. Awarded a Master of Science in Internet and Database Systems, Karim Olajemi Jokusenimi. Ashim Tuladahir. Awarded a Master of Science in Petroleum Engineering, Ernst Ajay. Tolupe Kemisola Afolabi. Alexandra Breda. Leonie Jane Francis. Jenewari Fenny. Amelate Anne Obubite. Victor Obuse. Ali Saleh Mohammed. Awarded a Master of Science in Quality Engineering Management, Emma Louise Green. Awarded a Master of Science in Web and Mobile Computing, Alexandros Papanoloa. Awarded Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Investigations into Incidents Involving the Kindling of Materials in High-Pressure Oxygen Atmospheres, Claire Margaret Benson. Awarded a Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Factors Constraining the Implementation of Hazard Analysis in Small and Medium-Sized Food Businesses in the London Borough of Camden, Peter Dawkins. awarded a Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Local Area Dynamic Routing Protocol, a position-based routing protocol for Manet Adam McIntosh. Awarded a Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Catalytic Conversion of Carbon Dioxide to Value-Added Chemicals, Reem Sada. Awarded a Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Automated Peripheral Sensory Neuropathy, Assessment of Diabetic Patients Using Optimal Imaging and Binary Processing Techniques, Hafiz Urayman Siddiqui. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that concludes this morning's presentation of awards.
Thank you, Deputy Vice-Chancellor. Thank you, Pro-Chancellor. Thank you, Pedro Diaz. Thank you, Robin Jones. And thank you, Steve Alty. Thank you. I now call upon Sadiq Akimbade, Students' Union Officer of London South Bank University, to give a final address.
Pro-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, staffs, friends, family, and most importantly, graduates. I would like to offer my sincere thanks and appreciation for giving me this opportunity to share this momentous occasion with you. Having survived all the deadlines set out by this great university, I think we should be proud to have made it here in one piece. In all seriousness, today is a milestone for each of us and our families. And it is to our loved ones that we owe our deepest sincere thanks and appreciation. Graduates of the class of 2016, I congratulate you all as a fellow graduate and alumni of London South Bank University. They say, the road to success is always under construction. Today, I join you to celebrate a milestone on your journey. Not only have you laid your foundation to your future, but you have started the construction of your own personal ladder to achieve the hopes and dreams you have set out for yourselves. But first, we must acknowledge those who helped us make our university experience possible. Today, as we prepare to move toward the future, it is crucial that we hold fast to our support networks, those who have encouraged us and grounded us throughout these years, parents, families, friends, and mentors. I take this moment to say thank you. We ask that you continue to support us as we embark on our future endeavors. From now on, we will all be taking our talents and belief with us wherever we go. If we have learned anything, it is that we have to be adaptable and ready to take chances and go different routes. These days, we have to be ready to update our knowledge, add to our skills, and be ready to cope with change. The hard work and determination that has brought us to this point today shows that we have put our mind whatever we put our mind to achieving, we are persistent and driven, we can achieve our hopes and dreams. Never give up and never give in. That's the challenge before us, and it is one that we all will meet in our different ways. Some of us will want to stay at home, others to travel the four corners of the earth. Some will like to work alone, while others want to work in a partnership. Whatever we do or wherever we go, we won't forget today. Today, I want us to leave knowing the immense power and privilege we have possessed by being a London South Bank University graduate, and to use that to challenge others and to change the world. We came here ambitious and brilliant, but We leave better than before with many answers and even more questions. The very step to change the world is simply by asking. Although you have finished your journey as a London South Bank University student, your connection with London South Bank University hasn't ended. You are encouraged to stay in contact with the university and the dedicated alumni team as your career lives and develops. Also, as an alumni of London South Bank University, you are now members of an association with over 86,000 worldwide members. And as part of this global network, you have access to a number of benefits and services, so your relationship with the university shouldn't end today. On behalf of myself and London South Bank Student Union, I'd like to say congratulations to you, class of 2016.
Thank you, Sadiq Akimbade. As this event draws to a close, I would like to express our thanks to the staff from the Royal Festival Hall for allowing us to host this year's School of Engineering ceremony in such splendid surroundings. I would also like to thank the families and friends of those who have received awards today and who have supported them throughout their years of study. In a moment, the platform party will rise and process out of the auditorium. During the procession, I would ask all guests to stand and wait until the procession exits the hall. I would also like to invite you to join us for a reception being held on level 4, green side, and level 4, the blue side, and level 5 to celebrate those receiving awards today. Finally, I would like to offer congratulations once more to all our graduates and to wish them continued success in their chosen careers. Thank you.